What's up, guys? GoodeZilla back again. Just want to do a quick little like update video. For those of you that haven't seen my live stream video that I did last week, I made an announcement, and that was that I'm gonna build my motor. I know I said I wasn't going to before, but my tax returns convinced me to do otherwise. So anyway, wanted to give a shout out to Wesley Davis. I think that's his last name. Anyway, he sent me a donation, which you don't have to do. But if you want to, PayPal, sales@goodzilla.com. No, I'm just kidding. He sent a donation, and the message was hilarious to me. It said, so thank you, Wesley. And I bought some pistons. I bought CP pistons, and I bought Manley I-beam rods. And this video will just be basically the little update of me taking my block and my head and all the parts to the machine shop, where my crank is at, by the way. And yeah, let's get into it. Alright guys, so thought I'd get a video of how to do this. This is for the Tomei cam cap studs. So basically you have to install them basically like this. Got to put some thread locker on there and then torque them down. That's about 5 foot-pounds, between 5 and 7 foot-pounds. So basically you have to double nut so that you're able to tighten it down, and then apply the paste to it, and then you have to undo the nuts without removing the bolt, otherwise you gotta redo it. So basically I'm on the last one here, and so you just want to make sure that the threads are clean, and get all the oil off, and then you want to make sure that the inside of the threads there are clean. I've been using brake parts cleaner and some compressed air, so you just kind of spray it in there like that. Watch your eyes. You kind of So then what you do is you take the 2 nuts, and I'm trying to do this with one hand, so you'll thread it on, and then you'll put the other one on like so. There. So then we'll just put some, got some blue Loctite here. Get off there. Then just put a little dab on there. Okay, so it's on there. Hard to see in this light. And then we'll just thread it in there. Thread it in by hand until it stops. And that's basically where the stock bolt stops. There's more threads underneath of it. So it'll feel like it's tough to turn. Like, I thought I was stripping it at first, but it's just a little bit of resistance, obviously less than 5 foot-pounds, because that's what I have this set at. So just keep turning. It's got a little resistance, and then you'll feel it bottom out, and that's when, okay, I'm starting to feel it. So then you slow down, because 5 foot-pounds is not a lot. Come on. All right, there you go. And you just want to put equal pressure both ways, and there you go. Take that off. This one might be a little stuck. Okay. And then put your cap back on. And obviously I don't have the cams in here right now, but you want to follow the factory torque specs for this. Whoa! That's cool. Where'd that go? Ha! Where's my magnet? But anyway, I'll get it out of there. And you want to torque these down to, you know, I just have them at 5 foot-pounds. That's it. So that's how you do the cam cap studs. Well, getting ready to go to the machine shop to drop the engine and all the parts off. So that's the head. It's wrapped up. Flywheel and pressure plate for balancing. New flywheel bolts and crank bolt ARP. Got some new freeze plugs. ARP head studs. Brian Crower valve springs and retainers, titanium retainers, and then I also have my SuperTech valve seals in here in this box. Got my ACL rod and main bearings, the stock cam gears with the screws, my HKS 272 step 1s, Manley I-beam rods, CP 8.5 to 1 compression, 86.5 millimeter pistons, some torque specs and stuff. And then the block. So in the block's right here, waiting for Mike to get here to help me get this into the truck. And then I'll finish saran wrapping it. Alright, so we got everything in there. Mike helped me lift the block up. So I guess we're ready to hit the road.
2 hours later.
Alright.
I'm gonna try to get this on the crap out of your way. I was gonna set that stuff up on the table.
Well, I got the block, the head, and all my parts sitting here. Got the machine shop, all this fancy equipment. Got the CNC machine back there. Craziness. They're doing builds and builds. Got some VR38 blocks up there. Subaru stuff. Pink toolbox for the win.
What's that?
Yeah. Machines upon machines. Back here, he's got my crank mocked up here for the spline drive. Just got a rough, starting a rough mock up here. I don't remember what exactly he called it, but he's started to turn a little bit. It's got a little roughness on it. For my SuperTech racing spline drive. So yeah, exciting times. Can't wait. All sorts of stuff. I use torque plates to do the honing. and this bad boy right here. It's a GT500 Shelby Mustang block, all finished up, ready to make 1,000, 2,000 horsepower, whatever they want to do. Is this where you bake the block? This thing right here. Ultrasonic cleaning. Cool stuff. Well, guys, that was AR Fab in Winchester, Virginia, the shop that I'm having build my motor. They do a lot of different things, a lot of Subaru stuff, Honda stuff. As I mentioned, VR38 blocks. You saw a GT500 block, so very well versed, I would say. They came highly recommended, so pretty excited. Can't wait till my stuff is done and I can put it back in there and hear the thing idle for the first time. Couple little updates. Let me switch the camera around here. So I ordered some SuperTech valve guides. The intake and the exhaust are different sizes, but anyway, I got those because I'm doing some head work to it. I'm not going super crazy. I'm still got to talk to him about what he recommends. So anyway, I wanted to get these replaced because I've heard of the stock guides kind of breaking at higher boost levels and more power levels. So I got those that I'm going to send to him. I'm also waiting on some ACL HX size bearings. We may not need them, but I want him to have it so that if he does need them during clearance, mock-up and all that stuff, that he doesn't have to stop what he's doing to order parts. So waiting on the bearings to show up, and then I will ship all that stuff to him. Have a 4-bar map sensor, a GM style. Since I already have this style, I don't even have to do any wiring. I'll just take the old sensor off and plug this one in. It's the same connector, and then I'll make the change in the ECU, and I'll be able to run up to, I think it's like 44, 45 pounds of boost or whatever. Not going to go that high, but the 3-bar that I have has a max of 29 point something, 0.5 or 0.7 psi, and I didn't want that to be my ceiling. I didn't want to max out the sensor, so I figured get the 4-bar, and then that way if I want to go 30 pounds of boost, or something crazy like on a race tune or something, go like 32 pounds of boost or something, that I can. So a couple other things are the upgraded wrist pins for my pistons. These are 200 series thickness, so I guess what is it, 20 millimeters thickness or 0.2 inches thick. I don't even know how they measure them, but these are a lot more thick than the ones that came with the pistons. They're upgraded, and they're about 30 bucks a piece, but for as much money as I'm spending on the motor, I didn't want these $30 part to be the reason that something fails, so I figured I'd upgrade these as a little bit of an insurance policy, I guess. So anyway, once the bearings get here, I'll be sending the guides, the pins, and the bearings to the machine shop so that they'll have those, so when they start doing the build after the bore and the hone and the MagnaFlux and all that stuff is done, then they'll have all the stuff that they need to put everything together. The only thing that we'll probably have to wait on is once they get to shimming the cams, the valve shims, that they might have to see what is already there and then order some different sized ones. And of course, something this big, the size of like a watch battery, costs like 10 bucks. Go figure. But anyway, another little upgrade that I did was the steering bushing there by ISR Performance. I got rid of the old rubber bushing and put in the aluminum one there. Figured now is the time to do it since the motor's out, so that's something else I did. Another little thing I did off camera was I replaced the regular bolts there with the titanium dress-up bolts from dressupbolts.com to match my steering wheel bolts there and the quick release. These are called True Burned, but they look the same as, like, you know, neochrome. So just a little added touch there, make everything match. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much all I have done up to this point. I need to finish removing the Hikis lines, and then I'm probably going to start working on my battery relocation or my fuel system, one or the other. Need to pump some of the old gas out of my fuel tank. I'll probably put it in my truck or my Jetta. So anyway, stay tuned for some more videos of the build, and please like and comment on the video down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Until next time, see you later.